Hi folks, welcome to another episode of DIY Buddy Guy. Today I'm going to talk about crimp connections, and in particular these are butt crimps. The reason why they call them a butt crimp is because, well, you butt one end of the wire to the other end of the wire. If you look close, inside here, if I can get the camera to focus, if you look at the metal inside this plastic, the yellow plastic, there's a line in there. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. You see that line on the inside right there? That's the seam where that metal was joined together. That's very, very important to know. And the reason why, it has to coincide in the proper orientation with your crimps. If not, let me show you what happens. So I'm here fixing a wood boiler somebody else had done. And you see they just kind of mashed the connections with some pliers. You see that seam right there? How it just kind of opened up and the wire pulled out of it. And all three are the same way, and I can pull this one apart the same. Right, if you look inside, they're really ugly connections. That's not how a crimp is supposed to look. So I'm going to show you real quick the proper way of putting together a butt crimp. And it's important because if you don't do it correctly, when you pinch the tube shut, it'll actually leave a gap where it's open, but if you do it properly, it'll stay closed. So the reason why that line is important is it has to line up with your tool properly. If you notice on your crimp tool, you have a concaved portion, it's a recess, and a high point, a convex portion. Okay, the line, the seam where this tube is joined, always has to go in the concaved portion right here. The reason being is when you pinch your tube shut, if your high point is here, it'll open it. But if the convex portion, meaning the dip, is here, when you squeeze it, it closes it. So the proper way to line up your crimp into your tool is you take, let me try to get this so you can see it again. You take the line, the seam in your metal tube, it's right there. You see it? It's right there. Okay, and I want to line that up with the concave portion of my tool. All right, I'm going to load that with a piece of wire in there and I'll show you how it goes. Okay, let's see. So you see there's the seam and there's the concave portion of the tool. It has to orient because when I squeeze that concave portion is going to hold that seam closed. It's going to hold it close together. If I spin it around the other way, this point right here, if it's on that seam, it's just going to drive it open. So let me put a piece of wire in there and show you. Okay, you might be able to see the seam right up here on this side where that tube is, and it's on the concave portion. And the high side of the tool is over here on the back side. So what you do is you squeeze, when you squeeze that, it closes the barrel completely around the wire. And that's why this tool is designed in the shape that it is to accommodate the seam in manufacturing when that crimp was made. And you always give it the tug test. If you can't pull it off now, there's a really good chance it's not going to come off later. Thanks for watching. You see what I mean? See how that seam there? Someone just flattened it and it didn't close. And if I had a hand free, this barrel that's supposed to be crimped would just gonna pull off that wire. But if you look at this one, I just showed you, that seam is closed and that sucker is not coming off. And you hold both sides and you give it a good hard tug. You want it to come apart now instead of later. If it's ever gonna come apart, let it do it now while you're fixing it.